Welcome back, NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick today. So today we got a marathon lined up for our dear friend and subscriber Eric MEREDITH, and this is a marathon by the band SOEN. I've never heard of them. It's basically off of 3 albums. I'm gonna read them to you, and I can't wait because Eric has very good taste, of course, especially like when it comes to bands like Porcupine Tree, Steven Wilson, and stuff like that, progressive stuff like that we really like on the channel. So just like everything like we've been posting that has a certain quality to it, he's a big fan of. So I mean, I'm sure this is going to be great. I just know it, just knowing Eric. So let's read off the songs we're going to do today for the marathon, and then we'll start. Also, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It does help out the channel if you give us a like as well, or a dislike, whatever you feel like. So thank you so much. Okay, so here we go. So the first song is from the album Cognitive. This is a 2012 release, and we're gonna do the song Last Light. Then we're gonna jump to the next album, Lotus. Oh, this sounds like a little bit like Tool. Also, big fan of Tool. He got us this amazing Tool record and some shirts. So we're gonna do a Lotus. The song is called Covenant. Now we're gonna do from the album Lotus, the song Lotus. And this is, let's see, I just saw it, 2019. So cool. I love it that it's new stuff. And then from the album Imperial, this is 2021. Album Imperial, we're going to do Monarch, and the next song is Modesty. So 5 songs back to back. And I'm sure this is going to be like a progressive masterpiece or something. So strap on or strap in. Get yourself, some coffee. Get yourself a NicknLex mug. It's not a mug. It's just like it keeps your beverages warm, or cold. If you do warm or cold, and it feels very nice. And it says La Familia, our Patreon members, but it also says NicknLex here. Really cool. This is a gift from Alexia. She got me because she always saw me with her cup that says hers, and she's like, Nick, you have to stop. You have to stop using that cup in the videos. And here I am. So, and it does stay it does stay warmer or hot for a long time. So, and especially if you close it. But okay, so all right, so let's get into the music. Thank you so much, Eric, for your support. Thank you so much for your comments, everyone. Thank you for all your for your nice comments, and I mean for that. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me just do something here. Maybe that's better. Yeah, like I was saying, thank you so much for your support, your comments, all your love. We're so blessed to have you guys. We're really growing like faster than ever, I guess, and it's just amazing, thank you so much. And we're exploring so many different styles of music. It's just fantastic. So thank you again. All right, so let's get into I think what I think is going to be prog rock or metal or something, but we'll soon find out. So here we go with Last Light from the album Cognitive. Here we go. Oh, give me 1 second before I start. I just want to see if I'm... No, I am good. Yeah, I just want to check because I just messed around with the guitar, so I didn't want to I didn't want the music to come out of the speaker. So here we go. Let's start.
My hero dead note sounding.
Okay.
Among the tones of restlessness, a harmony confounding, capture moving in distress. It keeps me chasing closure, preventing me from finding peace.
Wow.
It holds me back from leaving this vicious circle I am in.
Very nice.
I'm becoming what I thought, what I shouldn't be, what I fear the most. Let me stay here for a while. I depend on this, it's my only life. Like I am.
So I was not that far off. Okay, sorry for interrupting, but I had to look them up. So they're definitely progressive metal. They're from Sweden. When you see that light in my face, it's like, okay, Nick's doing some research. But I do hear a lot of some. I mean, I do hear some Tool in there, but not too much. It's just a little bit, you know. And I do hear some Riverside, just in the style of singing, but a beautiful combination. I love it. Very, very cool. I know I'm throwing names out there, but I mean, that's the only thing I have, you know, it's the only thing I can grasp to kind of like say, right? But it doesn't, that's not a bad thing. When I compare with something, it's always a positive comparison, you know, it's always like, wow, they have something going on there, and they're obviously a newer band. They have something there a little bit, you know, you always borrow. Even when I compose, I hear something and I'm like, this sounds nice. I could use that, maybe disguise it a little bit, do it a little bit different, but it's definitely something I could use. And, you know, that's how music goes. There's only so many notes and so many rhythms and moods. So I love this, the mood there, establishing and sounding completely original, you know, with the, you know, the congas, you know, congas, bongos, the rhythm section sounds very different.
It feels like I'm journeying for ages without getting there. The path of endless distance, the road of comfort in despair.
You hear the cracking? So that is the floor of our apartment. So I guess because I'm always hammering on the floor, like basically, look, guys, this is basically when I'm listening to music, I'm like doing this with my foot, and it's basically like I'm stepping on a gas pedal. So that's why I'm not doing this. You see how the camera moves? So basically this is like very heavy. It's on the floor, and since I'm doing this, I kind of rock back and forth to the music so the camera doesn't move. So it's just like it helps me to kind of like, you know, keep moving, because I can't just sit still and react to music. I have to be like, you know, doing something. So this is perfect. I mean, it's always been there. I just started like stepping on it. So yeah, or sometimes you can hear this. Hear this? That's the foot switch of my pedal to my guitar pedal, so I can kind of like yeah, that's just stuff that you do, you know, without even noticing. But here my foot is on the pedal, and it doesn't really move the table or the the cracking. It doesn't move the floor. So we are on the 3rd floor, so yeah, just letting you know. Okay, so Covenant is next, and this was from 2012. So now the band, of course, has advanced 6 years or 7 years. So maybe you're gonna sound a little bit different, but that's what I love about Eric's stuff, that he chooses his stuff very carefully. Like most of the people on the channel that claim a reaction, they pick it very carefully. I mean, that's what I would do if I would, you know, do like a marathon on Alan Holdsworth. I would spend days, you know, hours and hours picking the ones that I want them to review, and I would be very, very specific. Okay, so here we go with Covenant from the album Lotus. Here we go. Already different sound here.
To walk down the aisle, feel the beat as you lead me on, from the sky to the mire. Shame and pride on the seat of home. Stand aside from the shadows, set your sight on the vein of life. Taste the blood of the Nile. Blow that candle with rotten breath. The sinner will die, parading down through the misty light, becomes the night. Upon the sacred and hallowed ground, away from the sun, in holy halls, within walls, where the light will reach down.
So this sounds really, really cool because obviously they're using lower tunings, and I'm about to be part of the club of the 7-string. 8-string, I'm not doing it. I'm barely gonna switch to 7 strings because it gives you another B. Okay, sorry about that. I made a mistake. Of course, technical difficulties, but I was talking about guitar strings. So they're adding basically the 7-string would be another B string, which is the 2nd string on the guitar. But I mean, obviously, it's almost like a bass string. It's a very low. It's like so yeah. So I might do that. I might buy a Schecter, but I'm still debating on it, maybe getting a Telecaster for that more like classical sound, but I do have a Strat, so you kind of like replicate the Telecaster sound, but a new extra string for me would be a totally new ball game for composition. And so not so much for metal. I would use it more for like chords, but who knows? I'm still debating on that. So let's continue.
Falling down on your knees, repent, be the crow and the angel, be my curse to the end of time. Freedom lies in your own desires. Freedom lives in your will. Freedom lies in your own desires. Freedom lives in your will. Nothing's left as we're reaching higher. Lust is thicker than sin. The sinner will die, parading down through the misty light, becomes the night upon the sacred and hallowed ground, away from the sun, in holy halls, within walls, where the Lord will reach down. You give your seed to the frail.
Awesome. So this one was a lot heavier. I loved the drumming. It was a little bit different. Some syncopation there. Really cool. I'm really digging this band. I wanted to see if this song was going to bleed into the next one, but actually Lotus, let me see. Yeah, this was coming in, but Lotus comes before coming in. So let me see something here. I hope I didn't mess up Eric's request. Let's see. Let's see. Second song, Covenant, and then third. I didn't mess up. Thank God. Okay, because I could have been like, okay, maybe this song bleeds into the next song, but no, I'm playing him the way he listed them. Covenant from the Lotus, and then Lotus from the Lotus. Thank God. Okay, let's do Lotus. Here we go. I was like scared there for a second. Here we go.
Gather around all the things that we admire. To be here is where I wanted to be. To abandon who I was. Gather around as we're pushed towards a fire. We've been tricked into believing that all starts and ends within our walls. Let your essence be the answer, while we chase the meaning of who we are, navigating through a storm.
For that, a solo like that, you know, nothing too flashy, just feeling, man, he succeeded so good. What a great solo, you know, when it makes you feel. I'm literally like trying to do that now every time I do a solo, you know, or I improvise. I've slowed down significantly. I mean, it's always cool to be able to play fast for because it's dramatic. It adds a little bit of it adds basically it's some kind of emotion when you play fast, like a fast run. You know, it's a resolution or something. But most of the time now when I solo, I try to say something instead of just like, you know, like shredding and stuff. I don't know. It's just like, I guess when you get older, you start to kind of slow down. Some people don't, you know, but I just want to find more something to say something with the solo instead of just like showing off that I can play fast, you know. So I appreciate those slow solos very, very much, like Pink Floyd, David Gilmour, stuff like that. Marillion, oh my God. Okay, let's go back.
Run away from it all. Let the wildness be all. Plant a tree, kill a man. Let your instincts be in charge of you. Where you walk, what you dream, measures who you really are. Turn to your friends. Let them face the one you mirror. And the demons that now rest on your side, they will leave you on your own.
Very cool. Yeah, this is a very nice band. It do remind me a lot of Riverside, but that's just a compliment. I think just the singer, the music is much more calm. This is progressive rock, and it's very, you know, they're not trying to like fill you up with too many notes. And I don't have anything against too many notes. I've listened to like bands that play way too many notes for all my life, or at least half my life, and I love it. But sometimes it's refreshing for a band that's a little bit more low key in their, you know, in their expression. So it's really nice melodies, very nice keyboards, the solo. It's very low, relaxing. You could play this basically to anyone and they would enjoy it because it's just music that you can listen to and enjoy. It's not overwhelming. So now we're going to move to their last album, Imperial, from 2021. The song is Monarch, and then we're going to do Modesty. Okay, let me just see one thing. If they've Monarch, no, they're separated as well. So because then I can, you know, stop after Monarch, talk about, and then so they're not bleeding together. Here we go. So I take it back. They got a lot heavier now. This definitely now progressive metal.
Monarch call for the lost and the bitter. Unending blazes light the sky, so bright, and thundering cries pierce the air with cries into the fire. I am leading the slain, stirring the fallen to the end. Into the fire I reign, drowning in flames, wishing empires on remains. I'm a walking corpse who abandoned humanity's cause to become the god of harm, to divide and devour. Seek among the bombs for the ones who confronted my hate on the sand of God, Stephen smothering the dawn. Unending blazes light the sky, so bright, and thundering cries pierce the air with cries, into the fire. I am leading the slain, steering the fallen to the end. Into the fire I reign, drowning in flames, wishing empires on remains. You could be someone lost, you could be a dearest friend, but compassion is the strength in you and raised to be a man. And sometimes when you're alone, you despise who you became. And I see the next in line, just hoping to become the
Okay. So this is now Modesty, but I just thought it was gonna continue. But yeah, this song of course started again very heavily, and then they kind of like, you know, finish off very, very softly. But I like this. I love the solo. The whole, it's just a very chill band. I mean, it has its, you know, but then it kind of like goes into a direction where you kind of like, you don't freak out. You can sit and enjoy it, you know, without like, you know, I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm sure you know what I mean. It's just like, it's a band that doesn't, you can just like, you know, relax a little bit. You know, it's very relaxing. It is heavy and it's proggy, but it's not like, you know, like where you're like, oh my God, you know, so very cool. So this is the last song of the marathon. This is Modesty, again, by their last album. Let's listen to this.
Searching for a cause, leaning on the answers. Nothing comes to mind when grasping for a thought. Never mind the cost, unrivaled is our modesty. Compromised ideas, muddy at their core. Freeing yourself from right and wrong, leaving behind all pride and shame. Follow me, follow us, 'cause there's no one coming to help us, coming to help us to defeat this monster. Follow me, follow us, always strong enough to betray our love and our affection to defeat this monster. We're better off alone. Nothing left here to discuss. If you're born or if you're sold, you still won't get what you want.
See what he did there? Exactly, he used the speed expression to make it dramatic, to make it a little bit more, to build some kind of I don't know. The word is not coming into my mind, but it's basically what he did there. He was playing very slowly, and then he sped up to make a statement. Then he slowed down again in another fast, like just to get out of the solo. So very, very cool.
Leaving behind all pride and shame, closing the door for mental burden, welcoming back the ones who left. Follow me, follow
right, so this was very, very good. I got kind of like lost in the notes here, but this was a great song as well. I think the entire 5 songs, they're very in the same style. It was metal, but it was low register. It was not too fast. So it's just like music that you could play basically anybody who likes rock without scaring them off, or for them, you know, being too weird or too much to handle. I think that's great. You can play this to anything. You can even play it in the background while you do something. It's not disturbing. It's not like, it's just easy to listen to. So I just wanted to see something because it is a super group, and it has well, it says here the original lineup consisted of former Opeth drummer Martin Lopez, ex-Death, that I've covered, also Testament, and Sada's bassist. Wow, that's crazy. Now it says here that the drummer did say, let's see, I think I'm a little bit too loud here. So it says Martin Lopez commented on Tool's similarities. So, for example, what I said, it says, we are inspired by Tool, but I consider them not only a band, but a genre. That is so true, because they invented their own little thing, you know? Besides that, I really don't think there's anything to argue about. We make good music, whoever it would remind you of. Perfectly said. Some people tend to dislike rather than like, and are looking for faults instead of seeing music for what it is, good or bad. Super well said. I think this is a very good band. I mean, yes, of course, there's always going to be similarities, but like he said, it doesn't matter. And it is a genre, and it is, for me, it felt, this is such a good way of saying it. It felt a little bit like Tool, but not the band, but the whole way of playing the instrument. Very slow, delays, a lot of... Tool doesn't play a lot of solos either, or like Riverside. That's also a genre. It's also a genre they picked up, I think, from Tool, Riverside. The singing, it's very slow. Like Maynard from Tool is more like a screaming kind of guy where he talks. So yeah, this is just a great band to discover. I think I'm very happy, and I think the viewers are going to be happy with this. The only thing I do have to criticize a little bit, that all the songs felt a little bit in the same, I guess, and that's what I think Eric wanted. They all felt a little bit in the same pace. I would have maybe, one song could have been maybe a little bit faster. I think Monarch was the one that's a little bit more upbeat, but everything was a little bit very low and calm. But I mean, that's what Eric wanted. But that's like my only criticism. But it's not a criticism of the band, just the overall experience when you sit here and listen to this for, let's say, maybe we did like about 35 minutes. Then after a while, you could be like, well, I'm gonna listen to the rest later, because it is very like low energy. So it also, like, because of the low energy, after a while your energy gets low. So that just happens with music. But I'm not criticizing the band or anything, and I'm not criticizing your choice of songs either, Eric, but it's just like that's how it felt a little bit, after a while. But overall, a great band, great unknown band to me. Let me know if you knew this band, everybody in the chat, and let me know what you think about it. Is it like what I said? Did it sound too much like something you've heard before? I think it sounded very original. I think the first song was the only one that really kind of like reminded me of Tool. All the rest was very much like pretty new, like the whole sound I like the whole riffing. I love the solos, very thought out and everything. So I think this was a great marathon. So thank you so much, Eric. Thank you for this for the marathon, and also for the learning experience of this new band. And everybody else, I hope you Stay well, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.